Hello and good morning. Welcome to Ideal World. I'm Hayley. It's great always to have your company. I love this hour of the week. It's time to book that perfect holiday with Planet Cruise, and it is that perfect holiday because they will make it bespoke for you. If you want to add on stays, if you want to change where you're flying from, they can organise it. If you want to actually book the excursions before you go on the cruise, they will do that for you. It's an incredible agents really that will bring you the best deals, and wow, we have got some amazing deals for you. We've got cruises starting with 6 days up to 25 days, starting at £357 per person, which is amazing. But we've also got an incredible guest as well to talk us through everywhere that we're going to and all the fabulous trips that we're actually going on. So let's start first of all by introducing you to Justin, because Justin, it's great as always
it's great
to be working with you, and fabulous to have you with us, because wherever we're going, and we're going to some amazing places, you've virtually been there before, done it before, been on the ships before.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Tell us a bit about your background first of all.
I spent 6 years of P&O cruises, so yeah, a lot of the ports that we're going to be going to today, I've been there, so I've got some of the inside lines. One of the great things about booking with Planet Cruise is that lots of the people that work for Planet Cruise have been at sea, so they know what they're talking about. Exactly
the same as you, which is one of the reasons we do say is the reason to book with Planet Cruise. Well, there is a list of reasons why to book, and here are some of them. I would say, because I booked with Planet Cruise just a couple of weeks ago, can't wait for my holiday in August with them, but when I rang up, those experts are on the phone and they know exactly where you're going. If you've got an idea, could I do this, they'll explain whether it's a good idea or not a good idea. They'll make that holiday bespoke for you, and their customer service is amazing. People go back to them time and time again, don't they? Yeah, the customer feedback, 96% satisfaction.
And one of the great things is you said about the bespoke. I mean, today we've got a fantastic package including Formula One. We've got stays in Venice as well. We have overnight. Why not stay a little bit longer so you can really create that perfect package for you?
And you really can, and they're there to help and assist you. So do notice the number's different to normal. 0800 781 5458, free phone number, so jump on the phones and just ask. They are there to help you. But another idea is, well, you might want to go to the event that they're actually holding, and you can come along and actually meet them. This is the Planet Cruise Holiday Show. You can see there it's on Sunday the 28th of June. Now, it's complete free entry, but you do need to register. You're going to get so many ideas, and you're going to meet everybody from Planet Cruise there as well. Some exclusive deals along the way. So all you need to do is jump onto the website. When this was held last year, it was so busy and so popular. So just register and make sure you get your ticket for that. And another event that's coming up is we're heading towards a huge milestone, our 400th show with us here on Ideal World. You can see there we're going to have 6 lucky winners. They're going to bring a guest each as well to actually have a fabulous tour of the studio. They're going to have a buffet lunch as well with Sean and Keith. Where's our names on here?
I know. We're not the name's not down, so we're not coming in.
Promoting someone else. And you can watch the show live as well, which will be amazing. It's so exciting to come into the studio. So if we're here, we will pop to see you as well. So you can see all the details there, your chance of winning. Now go on to the actual Ideal World website. Go on to Planet Cruise landing page, and then all you need to do is complete that sentence. We love Planet Cruise TV because, but also whilst you're there, just tick a little box which will give you some amazing discounts and special offers. So always tick that little box as well. Very exciting.
I tell you what, there's another little thing as well, just to give you a heads up. There's a big industry awards, and Planet Cruise are up for the awards. So if you want to vote for Planet Cruuse as your favourite agent, then please feel free to do that as well.
Oh, fabulous. That sounds very exciting. Oh, I'm going to get my long frock out.
I know.
Am I not invited to that one either?
I don't know. We'll have to see. We might gate crash it.
Yeah, that's it. We'll just turn up. Right, we better start, hadn't we? We better start looking at our 6 amazing cruises. And we're starting with Cruise and Maritime first of all. Have a little look. Again, beautiful ship, and then we'll talk you through the destinations as well. Now, this is adult only, and tell us a little bit about this ship.
Well, the actual ship is actually new to the fleet. They're all classic cruise ships which have been refitted to modern standards and modern luxury. So that's the great thing. You get great value, great food, and it's that real good value essence. It's the UK's latest and newest cruise line. You can see the classic lines there of the ship. If you do like your old style ocean cruising, then this is going to be perfect for you. It ticks all the boxes. You're certainly enjoying himself there on the deck party.
Boogieing well there. What a mover.
The great thing about this as well is it's sailing from the UK, so you don't have to worry about any of your luggage allowances. You're going to be sailing from Tilbury, which, what experience, great experience. Just imagine sailing from the centre of London.
From the Thames, how amazing.
It's going to be great.
I can't believe the price on this. Now, there is limited availability, so this is something you do need to book very quickly. I mean, it's an amazing, amazing deal. You're saving £380 off the brochure price. Huge savings. Works out, it's under £64 per person per
and
night.
I think that's the key thing we've always said about this. Where can you find a hotel? If you stay in a local hotel, you probably entertainment. What have you got in the hotel for entertainment? You have to pay for a movie.
Yes.
Just in your room, so you're not socialising with anybody.
If we're hungry, we're going to have to pay for a dinner.
Yeah, if you want anything to drink, it's either at the mini bar or you have to go down to the bar, which is usually, you know, a ransom. At least there, what you've got is you've got all of that entertainment. You've got some fantastic ports. I mean, the ports that we've got, the first one, absolutely amazing.
The ports are incredible. Great single price on this too. So we're starting off. How exciting! Tilbury, London.
To leave from
What a
Tilbury.
great way to leave the country.
But what a great port to go to, Amsterdam. I was lucky enough to go into Amsterdam a couple of times. Everybody thinks, of course, of the windmills, of the tulips, of the clogs. I mean, this is the city of the cycle. One of the lasting memories that I've actually got of Amsterdam as a city is seeing a multi-storey, not car park, but a multi-storey bike park.
No.
And they've literally got, at the end of one of the canals, they've got this multi-storey cycle park where you can park your cycles.
Fabulous.
Of course, you've got all the canal cruises. You can't not go to Amsterdam without the obvious. If you want to do a little bit of window shopping, shall we say, then you can go down those famous areas. Of course, the cafe culture is massive. Just go careful which cakes you have. It's all legal over there. We'll leave it at that. But of course, it's a cultural capital as well. You've got museums for Van Gogh, for Rembrandt. There's the flower markets you can go to. And if you want to do real historical, of course, you've got Anne Frank's house where she actually wrote the famous diaries throughout the war. So, you know, we've just skated over the top of Amsterdam. But it's just a wonderful, wonderful place to visit.
I've terribly never been, but it's somewhere I must go to. So that is your first port of call, and what a great way to start the cruise. But where are we moving on to next?
I absolutely love this. From Amsterdam, massive, massive city, to Bruges, a tiny medieval town, and again, canals. All I'm going to say is on this one is mind your head. If you go on a canal river cruise, you think you're going to hit your head. You think, no, we're not going to go under that bridge. The bridges are beautiful. Absolutely great. And chocolate is one of the key things here. There's chocolate cafes that you can go into. They've got like dozens of different chocolate desserts, different chocolate drinks. Also, the actual main town square that you've got. Look at the architecture there. And again, just sitting out there, it's just a wonderful, wonderful place to go.
Oh, that's going to be absolutely amazing. And look at those little tiny bridges. It's going to be incredible. And then we're moving on to a place, actually, I spent about 5 years of my life in Jersey.
You probably know more of it than I do.
I did. We worked there every summer season for about 5 years. Loved Jersey, loved the people, loved the place. I
mean, with both of these, Jersey and Guernsey, the two ports together, of course, the climate is key here, isn't it?
Yes.
It's, you know, you're close to France, you've got more of that Mediterranean climate. Fantastic lavender fields as well. Really, really good local produce. You've got St Peter's Port there, of course, which is a tender port. Lovely little harbour, but again, really nice and warm. One thing that you want to do here as well is, of course, go and see some of the World War II museums, because, of course, it was one of the only parts of the UK to actually be occupied by the German troops. So real rich in history there, but great little port to go to.
Some great places to visit. You have a day in Jersey and then you have a day in Guernsey as well, which is just perfect. Two beautiful, beautiful islands. And then where are we moving on to? We're
going to Honfleur. Now, of course, this is your port for if you want to go and see some of the landing beaches. Again, great historical side. If you want to go back even further in history, the Bay of Tapestry as well.
Oh, right.
You can go on a tour to there. If you wanted to stretch it a little bit, you can go to Paris as well, but there's enough locally. Lovely little town, and of course, plenty of things to see and do.
Oh, look at the green there. It looks absolutely stunning. So that is your last port of call, and then we're heading home.
Back to Tilbury again, you know, shop to your drop. Whatever you bring back, you don't have to worry.
Get some shopping, get it all packed in that suitcase. They won't be weighing it, and you can sail it all home back to Tilsbury. Have a little look on board the ship. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a fabulous cruise.
Well, you know, I've got to stress again, if you're a family yourself, it's great to have the kids, but sometimes you want you know, adult time. You want time away where you can just relax. This is an adult-only ship.
Fabulous.
I'm working on some of the adult-only ships for P&O. It's a great way to relax, and it's amazing how these or when I say recycled teenagers, shall we say, everybody that's retired all of a sudden takes on this new lease of life, shall we say. So don't think it's just going to be all quiet and sedate. It's going to be a great time as well.
I think us adults are the worst. Have a look at what's included, because you have got so much for so very little. £379 per person. Really great single price on this. 6 nights on board, and of course it is that adult ship. It's got a huge savings, and all you need today is a deposit only. That's the 25th of September, so something to look forward to. But remember, it is an incredible deal, so there is limited availability. So, and a brand new ship to the actual brand too. Have a look at excursions too, because as we mentioned earlier on, it's a really good idea to book these up in advance, isn't it?
Do you know what, sometimes people used to come on board and wait until they see the Shore Excursions team, see their presentations, but the trouble is all the popular ports get booked up. Also, remember, Planet Cruise is not just about cruises. We've got fantastic contacts with hotels, with all of the excursions in the actual ports itself. So again, Glenn, who you may have seen on the sofa, who joins us quite regularly, he's an ex-tour manager. What he doesn't know about tours isn't worth knowing. I sometimes go to Glenn and ask about what to do in these ports. So definitely a reason to book with Planet Cruise for your short excursions.
And just jot this ID number down as well, 87554. That's your ID number for that cruise. And then jump onto the phones, 0800 781 5458. I know that one's going to absolutely fly, and get those excursions booked up in advance as well. But let's move on, because it is island cruises now. It's the Island Escape, which I've been on board. It's a 7-night, all-inclusive.
I know, and this is the great thing.
Palma.
All-inclusive. Palma's a really great port as well.
It's a beautiful port.
And a great ship as well. Again, this is very much relaxed. Where you've got some cruise lines which are very formal, this is all about just letting your hair down, enjoy yourself. Yes, you're going to have the captain's cocktails, parties, and all the usual associated things, but it's a more relaxed, informal way of cruising. Nice size ship as well, great facilities. You can see the swimming pool there, and of course all the spa facilities. Really make the most of those days at sea and the time that you do have on board. I've got to say, actually, on this particular cruise, you've only got that 1 day at sea, so you've got some fantastic ports.
You have.
Yeah, it really is a great cruise for those of you that want to do a lot in a very short space of time.
And you've got huge savings again at £589 per
all
person.
Inclusive.
All inclusive, and actually that gives you a free upgrade as well from the inside to the outside. So you really have got an incredible deal on this, and it is that real fun atmosphere. That's what I love about Island Escape.
Yeah, you can see the deck parties there, and you know that lovely, I mean, cruising, that's what it's all about. It's seeing the sunsets there, and the green flash.
Beautiful.
Did you ever see the green flash?
No.
This is, I don't know whether, I think I saw it once. You know, sometimes when somebody tells you about a story that you almost imagine it into reality, when the sun actually hits the ocean, when it's setting, apparently there's a green flash that goes off.
Oh.
So I don't know whether it's an old wives' tale.
I shall look in August.
Have a look next time.
Have a look next time. Now let's have a little look where we're going, because this is the thing about this cruise. We have got some lovely ports. We start off first of all in Palma, which I adore.
Yeah, of course, this is your embarkation port before you have a lovely relaxing day at sea. The actual first port of call when you're on the ship is Corsica. Now remember, Corsica is half Italian and half French, and if you actually travel around the island, you'll see all of the signs for the towns will say it in French and in Italian. Bastia is the actual port that you're going to be going into, which is the birthplace of Napoleon. Some lovely town squares and some fantastic local produce. I can actually remember, we always talk about alcohol because I collected, it's strange, I didn't drink that much, but I used to collect these bottles, lovely cork bottle with the island of Corsica on it.
Lovely.
And they do some lovely sort of lemon and citron liqueurs as well. Quite cosmopolitan as well, really nice little port. From on there, you go into another quaint port as well. You hit in Italy to La Spezia. Now this is the time, well, I mean, just take a look at this image here.
Oh wow.
Just imagine sitting there in one of the little restaurants against the harbour with that beautiful blue ocean and having something like mozzarella and
It looks
tomatoes,
unreal, doesn't it? It
rocket.
looks too good to be true. Look at the colours.
Yeah, it's just amazing. And the nice thing about it is you've got your big Italian ports. We're going to talk some of the cruises later on, like Naples. This is nice and relaxing.
Absolutely.
And look, it's just beautiful.
Absolutely stunning. I do want to go there. It looks amazing. And then we move on to Villefranche.
Yeah, I absolutely
yes.
adore this place.
So beautiful.
It says Nice here because, of course, it's a small tender port which is just down the coast from Nice, just down the coast from Monaco, just down the coast from Cannes. So you've got the film festival on there at the moment. But you can jump on a train, you can be in Monaco, you can be in Nice, just in a very short space of time. Villefranche, though, as a port is beautiful. To give you some sort of an idea of how good it is, it's one of the only places that I've actually been back to and stayed myself after our cruise there.
Right.
It's that beautiful.
And this is what you see really while you're on the ship, while you're in port, isn't it? Sort of tendering.
If you like to walk as well, when you actually go round the promenade here, if you carry on round, there's a little park called St John Cap Ferrat, and you can walk around into the next bay. I think it's Bewley or Beaulieu, I can't remember the pronunciation now. We actually spotted John Rocker, the famous designer. Well, we're sure it's him. Long hair, Gucci and Louis Vuitton, and he just oozed in style.
See,
I'm sure
I'm
it was him.
absolutely rubbish at spotting celebrities. My partner's always going, look, look, and I've missed them. They've gone.
But remember, this is the place to do your celebrity
You will be
spotting.
seeing them. You're going to bump into them time and time again. After a fabulous day there, where do we go next?
We're going to Toulon. Of course, this is a maritime port for France. This is where one of their aircraft carriers is based, so it's got a really rich maritime history. Again, Napoleon, very famous for setting foot back after the wars and landing here. This is just a great little port, and great for sausage as well. I know it sounds strange, but some of the greatest French sausage is actually produced in Toulon.
Really?
So, yeah, really,
you
really
know
good.
your stuff.
I know my food and I know my drink.
The talent we have.
From then, France, what a way to finish. And the thing is, we're going to talk about Barcelona now, which is the last port of call on this one. We've got a really, really big cruise coming up later on with a Formula 1 package in Barcelona. Barcelona is great for architecture, great for shopping. Of course, you've got the Ramblas, which is very much like the South Bank, where you've got all of your street performers, and some of the world's finest street performers there.
Absolutely.
Some of the strangest as well. There's a chap there with a couple of performing dogs. I'm an animal lover, so don't think they're being mistreated, but it's like Timmy Mallet's grandfather with two chihuahuas. It's random. Of course, Gaudi was one of the famous architects here. You can go to Sagrada Familia, which is the famous cathedral that's been hundreds of years in the making. It's still not finished. One side's Gothic, the other side's very Art Deco and Nouveau. In fact, yeah, just take a look at this now, because this is just absolutely superb. Football is also a big draw. So if you do want to go to the new camp, actually, you know, on Facebook where you see is it Time Hop? Where you can see what you were doing 7 years ago.
Oh, yes.
One of the guys that I used to be on board one of the cruise ships 7 years ago was holding the trophy. I don't know what trophy it is because I'm not a football fan, but holding the trophy at the new camp 7 years ago.
Right.
So you will have those memories.
Great.
And that's the great thing. This is what cruises is all about. And of course, those iconic buildings of Gaudi.
They're amazing. It's like you could break them off and eat them. They don't just
like gingerbread houses,
they really are.
And shopping's really good here as well.
And then, of course, you sail back to Palma. You've had a fabulous holiday. Have a little look at what you've got included, because you have such, again, a great deal here. You've got, of course, your free upgrade that I mentioned from outside or inside to outside, which is incredible for $589. It's an all-inclusive outside cabin for that price. You've got your return flights, RST from Exeter and Belfast, but you can look into those regional flights as well. Always ask any questions if you want to fly from somewhere else. Perhaps you want to stay on in Palma. Planet Cruise can sort that out as well. And you can see there all your tips and service charges are included. Jot down your ID number. It's 83994. You really have got an incredible price there. And if you're thinking, well, where else can I fly from? Because it is Island Cruises, you have a huge amount of airports you can choose from, haven't you? Yeah,
and of course, don't forget, it's not just Island Cruises, it's Planet Cruise as well that can facilitate all of these fantastic regional airports. I know there's a lot of you from up north that are big fans of Planet Cruise, so get on the phones and see what's possible.
It may be a little extra, but you can sort all that out on the phones. They're there to help and advise you, so do just ask, say, my nearest airport, what can you do? And they're always there to sort it out. So it is bespoke to you. 0800 781 5458 is that free phone number. And actually, talking about the phone number and where you're phoning to and who you're speaking to. We've got someone phoning in, haven't we, from the call centre?
Yeah.
We've got Chris. Chris, are you there?
Hello, I'm here.
Hiya, Chris.
Hi,
we
Chris.
can hear. Oh, now, Chris, great to have your company. Are you busy?
Very, very busy, yes. Actually, just come in for my shift now and the phones are ringing straight away.
That's fabulous. Now, I hear that you've got a little bit of a... Now, I don't know anything about this apart from you've got a secret to tell us. No one will tell us what that secret is.
Right, it's top secret, and the reason being is that Planet Cruise are the only travel agency in the UK to offer this price. I mean, it's a very special one, this. I can tell you that it's a 5-star cruise line.
Okay.
But I can't tell you much more apart from it's a 14-night Baltic sailing in July. I mean, you know, 5-star, you know exactly what you're going to get with that. You can paint a picture yourself.
Absolutely.
The inside price there is £1099 per person, which is at least a couple of £100 saving off the brochure price. Ocean view is £399, and then a balcony is starting at £1599. So really good value for a 14-night 5-star cruise.
That sounds incredible.
I'm intrigued.
So now we all want to get on the phones and ask, who is it? Where are we going? So you can see there on the phone lines, all you need to do is jump on the phone and you'll answer those questions for us, Chris.
That's it, exactly. We can tell you over the phone, that's no problem.
That is amazing. Very excited about that.
And of course, as Chris mentioned, of course, he says he's coming in for his shift. All the guys are on the phones until 10 o'clock at night, 7 days a week. So that's the great thing, you know, with your local travel agent, you have to go down within their times. No, pick up the phone. They're at the end of the phone.
This was what was great with me doing shift work when I was booking my cruise. It was great that I could jump onto the phone to you as and when I needed to ask a question. And so helpful on those phone lines you all are.
Thanks. Yeah, this is actually a cruise line that I've had personal experience with myself, so I could tell you all about it when you call in.
That's great. So everyone will be calling Chris. You better get to work, Chris.
Right, better get ready.
Thanks for calling in.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
See you then.
And that is the great thing. Everybody has been on these ships. Everybody can tell you what will be best for you. So do just jump on the phones. They are the most helpful crowd on that phone line, and you'll get the best. I really do believe the best holiday ever. But let's move on because we better have a little look where we're going next. It's Norwegian Cruise Lines next. This is the Barcelona Grand Prix.
Have you seen the grin on my face?
Experience. I only had to turn. I was thinking, is this the one? And I turned and saw that smile, and yes, it is. It's going to be an incredible one. Let's have a little look at the ship itself because, I mean, everything is going to be so special about this.
Well, do you know, if you've been cruising before, you've probably seen an NCL or Norwegian Cruise Line ship. They are bright, they are colourfully designed hulls, so you see them instantly. But don't be fooled by this sort of fun facade. You've got great entertainment on board, but really sophisticated lounges, restaurants and facilities. Of course, it's very cosmopolitan, as you can imagine, being Norwegian. And this particular cruise, you have got massive ports. It's the biggies of the Mediterranean, and the fact that you've got a 2-night stay in Barcelona to include a escorted Grand Prix tour. You can have grandstand tickets for the Barcelona 2016 Grand Prix as well. We'll talk about that a little bit later on when we do get to Barcelona, but take a look at some of the facilities on board the Norwegian Cruise Line ships that you've got there. They really are absolutely phenomenal. I've actually been in port next to a couple of the NCL ships. Right. And so many of the passengers on board are going, ooh, we'd like to go on there and have a look around. So you can see really modern, really contemporary, and again, just a great package. The ship, the ports, and then your 2-night stay in Barcelona.
It's brand new to this show for 2016. I know we've done similar deals for like 2015 that have been so popular, so I know this is going to absolutely fly, and I can't believe how much you get for the money.
Well, I mean, first of all, it's the ports. Again, we come back to this. If you were staying in a hotel, how much you'd be paying?
That's it, how much you'd be paying a night, all the different places you go, and so it's your flights to all those different places, and then what you've got, your entertainment, and then you're going to the Grand Prix. My goodness, let's see where you're going, because this is going to be amazing. We're starting off at Barcelona.
Yeah, you're going to be starting off in Barcelona and, of course, ending in Barcelona. So a lovely way to complete your Mediterranean cruise. Then you've got a relaxing day at sea across to Naples. Now, of course, Naples is one of the big ports for history. Of course, you've got Mount Vesuvius, Pompeii, Herculaneum. You can take a boat trip across to Capri as well. That's a place to do celebrity spotting, I can tell you. You've got the Amalfi Coast, but then, of course, Naples itself, if you just want to stay in the port, this is the home of pizza, the home of coffee as well. If you do like your coffee, all I'd say is you haven't had coffee until you've had Italian coffee. The espressos there are quite strong. That's all I'm going to say. From Naples, you're going to be going to Rome. The actual port for Rome is called Civitavecchia. You've got a short journey into Rome, and then you've got everything. You've got, of course, the Vatican City. You've got the Trevi Fountain as well. There's around €3,000 a day that's thrown into the Trevi Fountain. I believe they're actually using it. I was reading an article online. Have a look online. It's all going towards charity. I can't remember exactly.
Can we go paddling in there and see if we find anything?
I wouldn't suggest it.
Or is that unlucky?
No.
You won't be coming back.
No, you probably won't be coming back. Of course, there's so much to see and do there. You've got the Colosseum as well, which is just one of the must-dos.
You'd never get bored of Rome. I would go back time and time and time again. You have to look everywhere, left, right, up, down. Don't miss a thing. It's an amazing city.
If you plan it in advance, you can do it in a day. It's like Challenge Annika, for those of you who remember. I'm showing my age now. But it is one of those things you can do in a day. All I would say is book a tour on this one. Book a tour with Planet Cruise, because then the stress is taken out of it. And that's the great thing. So really big port. Then you're going from Rome to Florence and Pisa. This is Livorno. Now, Livorno itself is a great industrial port, great for shopping. But if you want to take that little bit trip outside, either do one or the other. Focus on either Pisa, with the Leaning Tower, or Florence. Of course, in Florence, you've got the Ponte Vecchio, which is the famous bridge across the river where you've got all the jewellery stands. If you go to Pisa, of course, you've got the famous Leaning Tower. You've got to have your photograph taken if you're holding it up. There's some great little stalls there for your trinkets. You know when everybody takes a picture of like the pyramids, and then just off to the side there's just like a load of stands. It's very much the same in Pisa, but actually quite tasteful. These are Italians, remember?
Absolutely.
They do everything stylishly.
Do everything in style.
So some great photos there, some great ice cream as well, I've been told by my producer.
They're saying that upstairs, great ice cream.
But yeah, so that's great in Livorno. Then you're going to be going on, we briefly talked about this earlier on, of course the Cannes Film Festival is on right now. Yes. You're going to be going to Cannes. This is the Glitterati of the Côte d'Azur. This is one of the most luxurious places on the south coast of France. If you do want to go onto the beach there, expect to pay a little surcharge, but it's well worth it, because you get waiter service, you get facilities like you would not believe. So again, like when I was talking about Ville France to seeing John Rocker there, not to name drop, of course. I mean, he obviously says it about me as well. But when you're there, you know, you can just sort of just peek over your sunglasses. Who's that over there?
While someone's bringing you a drink.
Exactly. Nice cold glass of white wine.
Sounds good to me. You can be that celebrity for the day. And then we've got some beautiful ports here. Then to Parma. We're
going into Parma. This is, you know, I really like the way in which this is structured, because you've got big ports. You know, you've got all of your Italian ports, and then you're coming into Parma. Nice and relaxed, nice and informal. Some great food here. Of course, you can go and see the cathedral. Some great beaches as well. But this is just a little bit of a chill out before the biggie, because you can't escape it. I'm a massively passionate Formula 1 fan. I don't know whether you can tell. But this is one of the big reasons why you're going to book this cruise. Because if you've ever been to Formula 1, you know it's expensive, especially in the UK. I mean, Silverstone is our home circuit and the home of Grand Prix, but Barcelona is one of the best turnouts.
It's going to be so exciting.
Well, next season, remember, this is 2016 that we're going to be going, so some of the cars and the images that we're going to be showing you are from the last few years. 2016, McLaren hopefully will have got the Honda engine developed, and if Fernando Alonso is still with McLaren, that is going to be a big race, especially because a couple of years ago when he actually won the Grand Prix, the outpour, I mean, it's, again, the Spaniards are very passionate.
Right.
So look, I mean, I don't know which grandstand seats you're going to be in, but just
you're
imagine.
In grandstand seats, it'll be something like that, watching the race, which is amazing, in Barcelona.
Yeah.
Oh my good! I can't believe the price when you've got this is all included. We're not paying extra.
No,
for
and remember this is an escorted tour, so you're going to be staying in Barcelona for 2 nights and going to see the Grand Prix as well. Obviously, you get your qualifying and then Grand Prix in there as well. Just check with the guys for that. But it's a wonderful experience. If you've never been, anybody that's a Formula One fan, just think about it. Have you got a big birthday that's coming up next year?
Oh,
a big anniversary?
Yeah,
somebody in the family who would love to go and see the Grand Prix, but you can't afford it in the UK. Cruise and then go and see the cars as well.
It's an incredible deal. I mean, you're going to have just the most amazing, very much once in a lifetime opportunity here. After that, of course, sorry, you do have to come home, but you've just had the most fabulous time. Have a look at what you've got included. I will say, if you're booking for a balcony, you have got an all-inclusive, but you do need to get that booked before the 31st of May, so don't make sure you don't miss out on that. You can see there you've got a free all-inclusive drinks package when booking that balcony, but get that booked up as soon as you possibly can. Obviously it'll just be a deposit, and then you've got your full excursions included, your F1 experience, you've also got a free cocktail party on board, you've got your grandstand tickets included, oh my goodness, and you've got your flights. Of course, check out your regional flights if you don't want to fly from London, and you've got 2 nights stay in Barcelona. This goes on and on and on. This is an incredible opportunity and something to look forward to on the 8th of May 2016. Jot down the ID number. This is one you're going to want to remember. It's 100, so 100 938, and jot down the phone number. Do jump on the phones. Of course, you can check everything out on the website, but on the phones they are so amazingly helpful. You might want to get some excursions booked as well. But let's have a little look about talking about the shows. We have got a landmark show coming up. That's a bit of a landmark cruise. We've got our 400th show coming up with Planet Cruise, the Planet Cruise TV show. You can see there you've got the opportunity to actually join us. So 6 winners and their guests will come on a studio tour. They'll have buffet lunch with Sean and Keith. If Justin and myself are around, we will sneak in. You can watch the show live, which will be so exciting. To come into the studios is amazing. It still wows me every single day. And of course, all the details are there. You just need to go onto our website. You need to go onto the Planet Cruise part of it, complete the following. And while you're on there, also tick, there's a little box. Now, this allows you to get some really special deals with Planet Cruise. So just tick that box as well. But make sure you get your entries in before June the 9th. And that's going to be really special for June the 19th. So that it's not long. It's not long till then. Now, talking about special, we've got Queen Mary 2 coming up next. It's Christmas in New York. Oh, my word. So what else could be better than that? We're sailing from Southampton. I mean, this is amazing. We've all gone, oh, wow. Christmas in New York, sailing out of Southampton on board the Queen Mary 2. Now, on your sail days, this is the most incredible ship, and actually Keith is going to show you round the ship and tell you what you can do whilst you're sailing over to New York City.
She's the last remaining seagoing ocean liner, one of the biggest and fastest ships in the world, a byword for elegance and sophistication, one of the only ships to carry pets as well as humans, and the last ship I had the pleasure of working on board. She's the Queen Mary 2. You can have a proper pint in the Golden Lion pub, enjoy the panoramic views and martini cocktails of the Commodore Club, soak up the jazz of the chart room, or join me for some bubbles in the Veuve Clicquot champagne bar. Not what I used to drink on the job, of course. This is just fizzy water. Cheers. I used to joke that our guests walked up the gangway and that we rolled them back down. One thing is for sure, you won't go hungry on board, with specialty restaurants serving food from around the world, a 24-hour buffet and the fabulous Britannia. You're in danger of missing my favourite, the Todd English. Whatever you do, if you come here, make sure you try the chocolate fallen cake. It's absolutely delicious. With live music in every venue, West End style theatre shows, comedians and musical stars from both sides of the pond, the entertainment is rich and varied. But for me, it's this place which offers something unbeatably unique. Illuminations is the only planetarium at sea, offering celestial shows narrated by the likes of Robert Redford and Morgan Freeman. And it's also a cracking 4D cinema. There are 6 different grades of stateroom to choose from, all of it bright, spacious, airy and very, very stylish. 24-hour room service, 2 turn-downs a day, and the grill suites even have a private butler. But the best thing of all, as standard in every single room, is this. The Sealy Cunarder mattress. Quite literally the best night's sleep I've ever had.
Oh, wow. You are just going to have the most amazing time on that ship sailing over to New York for Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas in New York. If you've ever thought about flying over there, this is a great leisurely way. You've got all the ship's facilities. Remember, on top of that, Queen Mary 2, she is an ocean liner designed for that journey, and it's the right way around because, of course, you gain an hour every night.
You'll so we get younger.
Yeah,
I love it.
I don't know about that.
Oh, my word. I can't guarantee that at home, but that sounds like that to me. I'm getting younger as I go to New York.
Well, you get an extra lie-in, shall we say. When you get into New York, though, do not lie in. This is the city that never sleeps. You've got Central Park. You saw some of the images there. When you're in Central Park, especially at Christmas, you've got the ice skating. You've got to go to the ice skating. It's the scene of so many different films. I always remember a film with John Cusack and Kate Beckinsale, Serendipity. And it's that
fabulous,
scene.
That film. That scene's great.
Yeah. Also, there's the famous Rockefeller Christmas tree from Home Alone. You've got Broadway. You've got all of the famous hotels as well. Times Square as well here. It's great at day and night. You've got the famous Christmas tree, of course, next to Radio City as well. One thing to do, we just saw a shot there of the Empire State Building. It's your cruise, it's your holiday. I'd recommend doing it at night because at Christmas, having it crisp and then seeing it just lit up is going to be amazing. The sail in to New York, make sure you're up early for that because you're going to sail past the Statue of Liberty. And of course, depending on where you dock, we used to dock round by the aircraft carrier, the Intrepid, and they've got a space shuttle on there, they've got Blackbird, they've got Concorde, they've got a World War II submarine as well, moored alongside, so a great way. Perhaps if you want to go and see some of the commemorative side for the Twin Towers, I know that's just opened recently. So, you know, there's so much to do. We've only just literally just skated across the top there. And you've got to do some shopping. I mean, go to Macy's with your shopping bags and, as they say, fill your boots. Just, you know, it's just Christmas shopping in New York on Cunard. And look at that price. Less than £1,000 for all of that.
I was like, really? Yeah, I can't believe we've got a few cruises. I just can't believe the prices. It's a stunning offer, and again, very much a once in a lifetime. Have a look at what's included because you have got so much for so little. My sister lives in the States and she struggles to get a flight at that time of year for that price, because the flights go up because it's Christmas. You have got such an incredible deal. So you're flying out from London Gatwick. Again, you can always check if there's any regional flights as well. Check from your local airports, and of course Planet Cruise will do that for you. You've got 4 nights stay, including Christmas Eve and Christmas Day in New York City. Jot down this ID number. This is a cruise you can't miss out on. 89362. I mean, something to look forward to. 15th of December. I just think that is an amazing deal. So please don't miss out on that one. And of course, jump onto the phones. They're there to help. Don't forget as well, they're there to help, and you actually have the opportunity to meet them too, because they have a holiday show coming up. If you go onto Planet Cruise website there, you can actually make sure you can go along to that holiday show. So you need to register. It's free entry then, and you can see there it's on Sunday the 28th of June. You can meet all the team. You can learn about lots of different things. Perhaps you've never cruised. It's the ideal thing to actually go along to, and there's some real exclusive deals too. So please do make sure you don't miss out on that. However, we've had a little bit of an update, which is very exciting. Chris, that rang in earlier on from the call centre, it was very secret 5-star Baltic cruise. It was 14 nights in July, 5-star. The balcony price, now when Chris phoned in, the balcony price was at 1599. So 1599 was the balcony price when Chris rang up a little bit earlier on. Since we've been on air, I don't know how Planet Cruise do it. It's gone down. So at the moment, it is 1099 for a balcony on a 5-star Baltic cruise. We are very excited about this, and you do need to jump on the phones because it is going to fly. So 0800 781 5458. Just ask about that special deal, the 5-star cruise, Baltic cruise in July, and ask about those balcony prices because that is unbelievable. But we've got to move on. There's so much more to tell you. Now, Princess Cruise is very close to my heart. The Island Princess, my partner worked on Princess for many years, and this is one of his absolute favourite favourite ships. We're going to take you on board the Princess Cruises and let you see how fabulous their ships are, and then we'll tell you exactly where you'll be heading out to.
Princess Cruises first set sail in 1965 with a single ship cruising to Mexico. Today the line has grown to become the third largest cruise line in the world.
Princess is known for being a bit of an industry innovator because over the years they've introduced so many new features and experiences on board their ships that have been so popular, other cruise lines are now copying them.
Among them are affordable balconies on many of the ship's outside cabins, as well as 24-hour dining, and a choice of dining venues and flexible dining times. Princess ships also debuted features such as movies under the stars and the Sanctuary adults-only Oasis.
In the fitness centre you'll find all the latest equipment, plus a range of classes including cycling, Pilates, yoga, stretch and abs. But if chilling out and being pampered is more your thing, then you might want to head up here, to the tranquil environment of the Lotus Spa.
With a menu of dozens of calming and rejuvenating treatments, the Lotus Spa is guaranteed to be one of the highlights of your cruise.
Throughout the day on your Princess Cruise, the chefs are busy preparing your next memorable meal. All bread, cakes and pastries are baked 3 times a day. All sauces are prepared by hand.
Specialty restaurants include Sabatini's, Princess's signature Italian restaurant. The Crown Grill offers a variety of premium beef and seafood dishes, but
Tonight's formal night and I've decided to eat in the main restaurant. As I'm booked on anytime dining, I can just turn up and eat at whatever time I like. Princess are known for their dynamic and exciting production shows, with some of the largest casts at sea. Tonight we've got a 70s theme with Blame It on the Boogie.
all shows are produced in-house and feature lively music and stunning choreography, featuring one of the largest casts at sea. As well as shows, you can enjoy a night of stand-up comedy, a game show, a sing-song in the piano bar, a romantic dance, or just a quiet night with friends in a lounge bar.
Something completely different. How about a movie under the stars? It's a signature feature of all Princess ships, and it's a great way to end the day.
I do love their cruises. Their cruise liners are amazing. Now, we're starting off in Venice for this.
Yeah, and
sailing out of Venice is amazing.
I was just going to say, you got the overnight on board as well in Venice, and this particular start, the Grand Canal, all I'd say is buy yourself a bottle of bubbly,
yes.
Buy yourself something really, and treat yourself, because I mean Venice is a great city itself. You've got St Mark's Square there, of course you've got the Bridge of Sighs just around the corner, the Rialto Bridge, but the Grand Canal, that's where it's, you've got to get on a gondola. Just one cornetto. I know, singing was never my strong point. But, you know, you just got to live these dreams out. You've just got to do it there. This is the Rialto Bridge.
You haven't got to get on with Justin. He doesn't need to be singing to you.
No. And I'm definitely not going to be sailing, because I was good on a ship, but I wouldn't want to be sailing it and steering it. Anyway, yeah, the sail out is fantastic on the Grand Canal, so just a great way. Venice, I always remember Venice. It was one of my first ports, and what you know, a great memory. If you've never been on a cruise before, what a great way to start off your cruise memories. Then you've got a couple of nice relaxing days at sea. Remember, she's a Grand Class ship, so there's plenty, and when I say plenty to do on board. Then you're going to be going into Istanbul. Of course, this is a real clash of culture. Just on the shores of the Bosphorus River, of course, you've got the Hagia Sophia, which is the famous temples. You've got the Grand Bazaar as well. There's loads of films been shot here, of course. If you remember Skyfall, where they did the motorbike scene, that was across the roofs of the Grand Bazaar. You can buy anything and everything. Carpets there, lanterns. Remember, this is sort of East meets West. So you've got all of these different cultures living in harmony in this one city, so it's just great to see, One of
my partner's favourite places of all the places he cruises, he loved Istanbul.
Do you know, complete contrast from hustle and bustle of the Grand Bazaar to the quaint Greek beaches of Mykonos. This is a hidden gem, I'm telling you now. Where like Ibiza was the place to be 20 years ago, Mykonos is the place. The famous windmills, again, another location for the Bourne Identity, ended up here. It is quite literally that beautiful and that Greek. Fantastic Greek salads and tavernas. You've got the Old Town and you've got the New Town as well. Great nightlife scene here, but in the daytime, those whitewashed walls.
Just looks so spoiled, doesn't it? It really is film star looking. Oh, it's amazing. The water looks amazing. Everything looks fabulous.
Start planning your wardrobe. I think that's definitely, you know, just one for getting the white out for it. Definitely.
Absolutely.
So there, from Mykonos, you're off to Athens, and again, from the small to the big ports. You're actually docking in Piraeus, which is an industrial port historically, but then of course you're going to be going into the gateway into Athens. Of course, you've got the Acropolis, you've got all of the history there. Great for shopping as well. If you do one of the tours, again, if you want to ask one of the guys on the phones about some of the tours and excursions that are available, go and see the Acropolis, and a lot of the tours will include the Plaka. And this is a pedestrianised area, and it is superb, okay? It might not be your big brand names, but it's quality. I've got a leather satchel that I bought, what, 12, 15 years ago, and it is still fantastically fresh and supple, and it's great value there as well, so real must. Then we've got Naples. We talked about Naples earlier on. Of course, you've got historic port for Pompeii, Herculaneum, and great for pizza and coffee. You've got Rome as well, is our next port of call, calling into Civitavecchia, the Colosseum, the Trevi Fountains, Vatican City, Spanish Steps. Then you're going to be going into Florence and Pisa as well, Leaning Tower of Pisa. Of course, you've got Florence as well, the Ponte Vecchio Bridge, and all of that art and history as well. Michael, the famous statue, there's several versions, the original version and then the copies as well, dotted around. And then you're going to be going into Toulon. We spoke about sausage earlier on in Toulon. French port, again, lots of rich history with Napoleon there. And then back into Barcelona for, well, do you know what, extend the tour.
Yeah, you could just stay on, couldn't you, if you wanted to? Just speak to them at Planet Cruise. So I'd like to stay in Barcelona, a place I adore. Have a look at what's included. You've got an incredible price here. It is exclusive offer to Planet Cruise. $9.99 per person is on the 26th of August. So you know you've got that fabulous weather. Free upgrade as well from interior to the balcony on selected dates. So check out all those dates, and of course your return flights. Also check out flights from your regional airports as well. Your ID number is 78593. Have a look at your prices. I can't believe that August price. That is quite incredible, and get booked up. Do not miss out on such a super cruise on Princess Cruises, which I adore, at such a great price as well. And of course Planet Cruise, the top agents for Princess. So we've got to move on to deal number 6 because the time is ticking away, and this is a huge one. This is Holland American Line, and this is a 20-night cruise. It's Australia to Singapore. It's going to be amazing. We head first of all out to Sydney, and I think we're going to have a little look at Sydney itself, a sneaky peek of where we're going. Oh,
you know what, you've got to remember as well that you actually dock there, opposite the Opera House, under the Rusty Hangar. That's what the locals call it, the Sydney Harbour Bridge. You can walk the bridge as well. Fantastic tour, I can highly recommend. The harbour, the marina is fantastic. You've got one of the cleanest, one of the most efficient cities that I've ever been to. One of the oldest parts of the city is the Rocks, where all the prisoners actually first landed there. You can't escape the history there, but it's one of the great things to go and see. Go and hug a koala as well in one of the Sydney zoos as well, just opposite the marina. So a great way to start off with that overnight stay there in Sydney.
A 5-star hotel.
Sorry, yeah, 3 nights as well.
3 nights there, which is going to be incredible. What an amazing way to start. And then you head on board your cruise ship, and I believe Keith is going to talk us around the ship. And you've got a couple of days at sea, and this is exactly what you could be doing.
Amidst the huge choice that's now available within cruising, Holland America Line offers an experience that's quite unique. It's premium class, but not pretentious. It's elite without being expensive. And with a proud history stretching back over 140 years, Holland America Line is perfect for the discerning traveller who loves to see the world from the comfort of an elegant hotel at sea. Known for the most extensive menus at sea, served gracefully in elegant restaurants. Thank you. Holland America Line offer a plethora of excellent dining options. In the main dining rooms, guests may choose from fixed or flexible dining times, and the service is always gracious and the menu both varied and delicious. Fans of Italian food will salivate at the offerings from Canaletto's, and everyone will enjoy the steak and seafood of the wonderful Pinnacle Grill. Enjoying a few drinks in the company of friends both old and new is one of the highlights of any cruise. For some, it might be a glass of bubbly or a tasty martini in mix, whilst for others, a pre-show tipple in the ocean bar will be just what the doctor ordered. Whichever location you choose, expert bartenders will remember your preferred cocktail, or they'll help you discover a new favourite. Holland America's latest trump card is On Location, which brings the ports you visit alive through regionally inspired cookery classes, artisan workshops and local entertainment. You can experience steel drum lessons in the Caribbean, or Tai Chi classes in Asia, or a legendary ketchup dance in Bali. The evenings on board glitter with so many choices, with live music, thrilling stage shows and the ever-popular Dancing with the Stars at Sea programme. Bored? Not a chance. It's about getting the little things right, and nowhere is this more obvious than the accommodation. All Holland America Line staterooms have premium plush Eurotop mattresses, 100% Egyptian cotton bed linens, extra fluffy towels and deluxe terry bathrobes. Recent additions include innovative massage shower heads, lighted magnifying makeup mirrors and stylish hair dryers. And of course, your complimentary fruit basket.
Wow, and that's what you're doing as you're sailing over to Hamilton Island.
Yeah, Hamilton Island, it's a great place to do things. This is your water sports, so if you want to go onto the beach, do some snorkeling, I mean, look at the beaches that you've got. It's just like an advert for, you know, one of those...
yes.
It's just great.
A chocolate bar.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
With some coconut in.
You're bound to enjoy it. Anyway, swiftly moving on from the Hamilton Islands, then you're going to be going on to another relaxing day at sea, and then on to Cairns, or Cairns. It's spelt Cairns, but pronounced Cairns. And this is, of course, Great Barrier Reef country. You've got lots to do here, including some of the Aboriginal parks and Sky Rail. This is a great way of going up into the rainforest canopies. Remember, this is quite a green, lush part of Australia. Everybody thinks it's quite barren and quite sort of desert-like in the interior. This is completely contrasting. Then you've got 2 days which you're actually going to be cruising through the Great Barrier Reef. So really nice and relaxing. Yeah, it's just brilliant.
Oh my
goodness,
that's going to be beautiful.
Then you're going to be going into Darwin, of course, again, rich history here. And then, of course, from Darwin, you're going to be going on to Bali and Indonesia. This is just superb. These 2 last ports of Benoa are just amazing. What you've got here is temples and monkey sanctuaries. This is just amazing. 340 different species of monkeys. Yeah, here's some of the pictures. Is that you and me, Hayley?
Oh, yeah. Oh, bless them.
Hang on, there's one missing.
What are they doing?
There's one missing.
Look at
See no evil, speak no evil.
They pushed him off.
Oh, dear. Anyway, there's the Ubud monkey sanctuary that you've got to go to.
They pushed him off because you didn't hear him coming.
Oh, dear. I thought my jokes are bad. You've got the Taman Oyum temple as well.
Oh, he's right at the end, look.
Oh, is he right at the end?
Yeah.
Oh, is he
Sorry, carry on. We're more worried about where the monkey's gone.
Temples. You've got these wonderful temples. And the last port is the port for Borobudur Temple. Now, this is one of the most famous Buddhist shrines that you've got. It's Semarang. It was buried in volcanic ash. And this is just epic. Take a look. It's one of the greatest structures in the world. 30,000 sculptors, they calculated, would have actually been working on this actual project, and stonecutters, 15,000 labourers. I dread to think how long it actually took, and over a millennium old as well. Remember, this has got also a Chinese influence to some of the Shang dynasties as well, and Ming dynasties. So you've got loads of temples. Then you're going to be going on to Singapore for a fantastic finish, and of course you've got your 2-night stay in a 5-star hotel.
Wow.
Sentosa Island is fantastic in Singapore. You've got to go there. Of course, you can't go to Singapore without going to the famous Raffles Hotel.
No.
Now there's Singapore Sling. Just watch your feet as you walk into the hotel, because in that bar you've got the famous where you've got the nuts. They just literally just crack the nuts and throw them on the floor. So it crunches as you go in. And some of the greatest architecture as well. Again, going back to Formula One, you'll probably recognise this, the Marina Bay Hotel. 3 beautiful skyscrapers with a beach resort at the top.
Let's have a look at what's included. This is absolutely amazing. Your flights are out of Heathrow, but check those regional flights. A huge price drop. You can see there should have been $2,549. Check out your regional flights if you want to fly from somewhere closer. And of course, you've got 2 5-star hotels, one in Singapore, and you start the holiday with 5-star accommodation in Sydney as well. Incredible. Jot down the ID number 85125, and of course jot down the phone number 0800 781 5458. Now, we've got to run back through the cruises that we told you about. We started at the very beginning, Cruising Maritime. Let's have a look at what we were doing and where we were going. This was a 6-night cruise out of London, £379 per person. Great savings off the brochure price, £380 off the brochure price per person. It's adult only. It's an amazing deal, but it is limited availability. So if you do fancy that, do jot that item number down. It's 87554 and book that cruise now. Moving on to island cruises, this was the Island Escape. This was 7 nights. Again, huge savings. This is all inclusive, Mediterranean to Palma. You've got free upgrade to outside as well. That's all your tips included. Check your regional flights. It works out under £85 per person per night for an all-inclusive outside cabin. Crazy deal there. And of course, check those regional flights. And if you want to add on a stay in Palma, of course you can. Planet Cruise will do that for you. Moving on to Norwegian Cruise Lines. Now, this was the Grand Prix deal. Barcelona, you got a 4-star hotel stay, you've got to watch the Grand Prix. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Your tickets are in with this, of course your return flights. You've got that free all-inclusive drinks package if you're booking the balcony and above, but you do need to book that before the 31st of May. Free cocktail party and a great deal there. I can't believe it's under £1,000. Your ID number for that is 100 100 938. But moving on to Cunard, wow, we've had some amazing things. This is on Queen Mary 2. This is for Christmas. You're sailing over to New York. You've got Christmas in New York. Again, it's under £1,000. Deposit only. You've got a four-night stay in New York, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day included. This is going to be absolutely incredible. So again, check out your regional flights. That is actually flying from Gatwick. We've got the Island Princess. So this is on a beautiful ship that's going to allow you to sail for 12 nights from Venice. It's an exclusive offer to Planet Cruise. Great dates on this and some really good prices, and check your regional flights as well. And there are some free upgrades on selected prices. And we've just seen Holland America. Holland America 85125, and this is the Australian Far East. Singapore, you've got 2 5-star hotels. You've got 3 nights in Sydney, you've got 2 nights in Singapore, so you start and end the holiday that way. That is amazing. It works out under £86 per person per night. £400 off the brochure price. Don't forget as well, we have got our 400th show coming up, so you can actually come and join us, so make sure you don't miss out on that. And if you go onto our website and go onto the Planet Cruise actual page, you can actually join them at a show as well in July, so make sure you don't miss out on that. Do get interactive with us. There's loads of ways to keep in touch. We love to know what you've been doing. Send in photos too. But Justine, thank you so much indeed. Thank you for watching. It's been amazing. I'm